Hello, today I will talk about self-compassion when you have chronic illness. For example, I have ME, CFS, that's myalgic encephalomyelitis or chronic fatigue syndrome. So, of course, it can be difficult to be compassionate towards yourself if you can't function as normally. But it's important to practice self-compassion because self-compassionate people usually have less depression and anxiety, and they have higher life satisfaction and greater resilience when they have different life crises. To practice self-compassion, you must first listen to your inner voice. We all have this inner voice that is telling us something. They're telling you you're good, you're doing well, or you're bad, you are not valuable. You should try to recognize, does your inner voice tell you that you are not valuable, that you are not worthy, that you should do this and that, you should do your laundry, do your dishes, spend more time with your kids or with your friends? And your inner voice, is it blaming you? And what sort of tone does your inner voice have? Is it very critical? Oh, you're lazy, you're not worthy. Just listen what you tell yourself. Don't try to control these voices. You can't stop them. You can't say, stop, I don't want to listen to you anymore, because that won't work. But it's important to recognize these voices and just stop with them and turn towards the pain. It's painful to hear all these things, but it's important if you want to change your inner voice. So stop for a while and think, if you had a 10-year-old child sitting next to you, as this child is telling him or herself the same things you are telling yourself. I'm not valuable, I'm not worthy, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I'm not good if I can't do this. Just how do you feel when you hear that child telling to herself or himself these things? What would you say to this child? Or what would you tell a good friend of yours if your friend was thinking the same way? Or what would very gentle and kind person will say to you if they knew you were thinking this way? Stop for a moment and maybe you could write these things down if you want to, because the idea is to change your inner voice that is critical towards more gentle, kind words. And it's possible if you practice, but don't blame yourself if it doesn't happen just like that. It takes time and it takes practice. It's important, that's why it is important to recognize these voices, this inner voice that is talking inside your head. It's not schizophrenia. If it sounds like that, it's normal. We all have this inner voice. That's why it's difficult to recognize and to be able to stop when this inner voice starts being critical. So your task is to change the critical voice into gentle voice and just be patient. It will take time, but you can probably manage. But don't blame yourself if it doesn't. And remember what Immanuel Kant, the philosophist, said, that every person has got absolute value. We are all valuable. It doesn't matter if you're sick, if you're healthy, how much we can function. Can we help others? Are we being helped by others? Thank you for listening and watching, and please subscribe my video for more tips for ME, CFS and chronic illness or long COVID, practical tips and mental health tips. Thank you. Bye-bye.